Welcome to SP English Talk.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Morning Stories with Rohan and Mira. I'm Rohan, your regular storyteller and accidental philosopher. Yep,
And I'm Mira, the one who keeps him grounded. Hi everyone, we're so happy you're here. So Rohan, you told me you had a story about coffee.
yep. A single cup of coffee that completely changed how I looked at life.
A life-changing coffee. That's something I have to hear. Tell us what happened.
So, this all happened last Monday. It was one of those mornings, you know, when everything goes wrong. My alarm didn't ring, my phone died overnight, and I woke up 15 minutes before my meeting was supposed to start.
Oh no, not again. You and your morning disasters.
Yeah, you'd think I'd have learned by now. Anyway, I rushed out of the house without breakfast, half-dressed, and realised halfway down the street that I'd missed my bus. I stood there, sweaty, frustrated, and already exhausted.
That's such a rough start to the day. I can almost feel the chaos.
Right? I thought, great, the day's ruined already. I started walking toward the next bus stop when I noticed this small cafe I'd never seen before. It was tucked between a flower shop and a bookstore, tiny, but something about it caught my eye. The sign said, Bean and Bloom.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, it had this warm light spilling out from the windows, and the smell of coffee hit me like comfort in a cup. I figured, you know what, I'll be late anyway, might as well get a coffee. So, I walked in.
And that's when the magic happened?
Pretty much. The moment I stepped inside, the noise of the world just softened. There was quiet music playing, some kind of acoustic guitar, and the air smelled like cinnamon and roasted beans. There were only 2 other customers, both reading books.
Sounds like a peaceful little escape from chaos.
Exactly. The barista looked up and smiled. She said, "Rough morning." And somehow, that one question broke me a little. I laughed and said, "You have no idea." She smiled again and said, "Don't worry, I've got just the thing for you."
A coffee therapist in disguise.
Exactly. She made me something I hadn't ordered before. A caramel latte with a sprinkle of cinnamon on top. She said, "Try this. It's a little warmth for the soul."
That's such a thoughtful gesture.
Yeah. I took my cup and sat by the window. The first sip, it wasn't just good coffee. It was perfect. Sweet, smooth, and somehow comforting. I just sat there, watching people rush past outside, while I slowed down for the first time all morning.
It's amazing how one small pause can change everything.
That's exactly what I realized. I'd been running on autopilot for weeks, just rushing from one thing to the next. But that 5 minutes in that cafe reminded me that I could choose to slow down, that I didn't have to let a bad morning ruin a whole day.
Such a powerful thought. Sometimes we think productivity means constant motion, but peace is also productive.
Absolutely. I finished my coffee, thanked the barista, and stepped out feeling lighter. I decided I wouldn't rush anymore that day. I walked to work calmly. I even smiled at a stranger.
Wow. Coffee enlightenment achieved.
You could say that. But it didn't stop there. That little shift in mindset carried through my day. I helped a colleague who was stressed. I cracked a joke in a meeting. And by the end of the day, everyone was smiling. It was like my mood had infected the whole office, but in a good way.
See? Kindness and positivity really do spread like ripples in water.
Exactly. And I kept thinking about that barista. She didn't do anything grand, just showed a bit of kindness. But that kindness started a chain reaction.
I love that. It's a reminder that we don't have to do something huge to make a difference. A simple word, a smile, even a cup of coffee can change someone's whole outlook.
You're right. The next day, I actually went back to thank her. She recognized me immediately and said, "Hey, looks like today's a better morning." I laughed and told her she'd started something good.
That's so wholesome. Did you go back again after that?
I did. Now it's my regular stop every morning before work. We chat for a few minutes about the weather, books, life. It's become this little ritual that reminds me to start the day with calmness and gratitude.
That's beautiful, Rohan. I think we all need a bean and bloom in our lives. A place or a person that reminds us to slow down.
Definitely. And I think we can also be that person for someone else. Maybe we can't fix everything for them, but we can offer kindness, patience, or even just a smile.
So true. You never know how much someone might need that moment of warmth.
So, to everyone listening, if you're having a rough morning, remember this story. Pause, breathe, get that cup of coffee or tea, and remind yourself that one small moment can turn things around.
And if you see someone struggling, be that person who offers a little kindness. You never know, you might just change their day.
Or their life with one perfect cup of coffee.
That's our quote of the day. Change the world, one cup at a time.
I like that.
All right, everyone. That's it for today's episode of Morning Stories. Thanks for joining us.
Don't forget to follow, share, and spread a little kindness today. Until next time, keep smiling and keep sipping.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.